my brother got me a large book of all these boxes. It was not an actual reading book, but like the case was a book with all these different boxes of teas from around the world. So we thought we would kind of show off our tea collection for you. It might help relax you. It might help you find different types of teas that you wouldn't normally think about, and maybe just make you crave a cup of tea tonight. But yeah, so I guess we can start with this Murchie's anniversary blend. Just show that. It's Murchie's, M-U-R-C-H-I-E apostrophe S. The Murchie's, I'm not sure if they're all around or if they're only in Victoria, but whenever I'm in Victoria, I always like to go in and get something because they're a very, very good tea brand. I've always loved their stuff, and this is just called the Anniversary Blend. I find it's sort of like an English breakfast tea, but stronger. You can definitely have this throughout the day or later in the day. Next, we're going to move into the round the world teas. I'm going to start with China. China is a pomegranate green tea. I don't know about telling you about the taste or the smell because it's just sort of obvious. It's pomegranate, but I do actually find it smells like there's a pomegranate in the box, so it is very nice. It's a very strong tea. I love the lettering that they did here. With the China, I find the fonts very cool. It's a very cool package, a very cool gift in general. If you're a tea lover, I would definitely recommend you try and find it. I couldn't tell you what it was necessarily called, but just look up Book of Teas, maybe. Next one is the Casablanca Moroccan Mint. Yeah, it's interesting. It almost smells like a red rose orange pekoe with a hint of mint. It's kind of the best way I could describe it, but it is interesting. It's yeah, it definitely feels like a snack tea or like an afternoon tea sort of tea, like with like little sandwiches and whatnot. It would actually work well in that setting. Again, the font of it, just the design of the box. I love that, like, each box has its own color and its own design. Like that. It really just helps set them apart. Helps give you kind of an idea for the tea before actually getting into it. Before we get on to the other teas of the world, I have a cool little set here. Again, this is from Murchie's. You see, it's three different types. There's the pomegranate, which I can imagine it tastes very similar to the pomegranate from China, where I'm sure it is just a very strong tea, pretty good for like a strong meal, and probably tastes exactly like, it smells just like there's an actual pomegranate. Then there is peppermint there, which again I think would maybe be similar to the Moroccan mint, but maybe it wouldn't be as strong. I feel like it would be a little more mellow, whereas that one really did have the scent of like an orange pekoe with that hint of mint. But I'm curious, I haven't opened this yet, but I really want to try the lemon drop. That would be really cool. I do have a tea that's a lemon honey that maybe that would be similar to. It's probably like my best bet, but I really am curious because again we said Murchie's is. You go there if you're a real tea drinker, if you really like your tea, because they will give you a very broad taste. Next, we have French vanilla, of course, from France. And it smells like French vanilla. It actually kind of has a similar smell to, there was a tea I used to get back when I was a teenager, and it was called Madagascar vanilla, which was incredible. It was my favorite tea for a very long time, and this actually has that same sort of scent taste to it. A lot of these teas, I like my tea just with milk, and that's it. But then again, I really like the detail and design of the cover of the box, like that little design there. And of course, you have the different elements of France, the Eiffel Tower, and everything. So again, it's just a very, very interesting idea. But it just kind of allows you to change up the flavors every night and everything. This next box is just very classic Murchie's. Again, I think our entire set here is just going to be Murchie's, or that one collection of different round the world teas we've got. We obviously love so many places. We definitely love David's tea. For sure, I think we have plenty of that in the cupboard, but just for very cool designs and looks here, we're kind of like, that's what we've grabbed. But I've grabbed just a very basic Murchie. This is even just a black tea and orange pico, which is kind of your standard tea. If you see the big red rose boxes in the supermarket, those are orange pico. So it's just a very classic tea to have. And this one's not even open, I think, but probably because we just have so much orange pico already. But yeah, this is the design of the Murchie's boxes. They're just very clean, very elegant. There's no gimmicks with this one, because that's very standard black orange pico tea. But that's kind of what I like about the Murchie's. It's not necessarily a recognizable box, but it's a very clean, nice looking box, and their teas definitely represent that. Next, actually, I think this is probably one of my favorite boxes in the Around the World collection. It's from Hawaii, and it's the honey hibiscus. It really, honestly, just tastes like honey. It tastes like that. It smells like that. I think if you're someone who likes to add honey into their tea, this is a really good tea to just kind of get away with that, where you don't have to add it. It's like infused. It tastes very gentle, very sweet. This can be a very good breakfast tea if I just kind of start the morning with. I do love the design of this box. Like the blue is very, when you open your tea cover, you'll be able to see this one really well. So, yeah, I think this one catches my eye a lot, and I really like it. And this is maybe one of my more favorite of the flavors. New York's spiced apple. Basically exactly what it says. If you could imagine just like an apple cider tea, it tastes similar to that. This is another very good one that's good to add. Like, you can have it with just the milk, but it's also more of a stronger flavor. So you can add honey or you can add sugar into this one. It's not super mellow, but it's a very good flavor. So probably one of my favorite flavors of the collection. And then of course we have the standard English breakfast from England. This follows suit with if you've ever had Earl Grey or just kind of woken up with a tea, this is really, it says it in the name, you know, English breakfast. It is a wake up, you know, just have it black as you like. Again, I like to add milk into my teas, but you can really just kind of have this exactly as it is and get away with it. So very easy, but it's a very, very classy look on the box. I think they've done a very nice job with that. So this next one is not my favorite of the design of the boxes. It's from Japan. I think it looks nice. I just think there's almost a lot going on. But this was what I was talking about before with the lemon honey, where I think it might be similar to the lemon drop tea. So I mean, it's almost exactly, it's so hard to describe this one because it's literally, it smells like you can smell the hint of lemon, you can smell the hint of honey. It doesn't provide exactly what it says, so it is a good one. It's another mellower tea you can definitely kind of have into the late afternoon where you're just kind of, you're taking a rest, or you can even wake up to this tea. So, and yeah, again, I think the art is very colorful, very beautiful, but there's a lot sometimes. This is what I mean when I talk about merches being very clean and, you know, to the point. They've got a green tea here, and again, it's the classic package. It doesn't really stand out outside of, you know, they have the solid green. You know, they make a point of what the tea is, and just like that. So this is just like a classic. You know, you have your Lipton's green tea, you have this green tea, and, you know, Murchie's green tea. Every tea brand, I think, has a green tea. And I do like the look of this box, and I obviously haven't opened it. That's why it's so shiny, but, you know, again, I think every brand has green tea, and so I'm sure we have about 120 tea bags of green tea that we have to get through before we're allowed to open this one. But it's the Jasmine Pure. It says fresh jasmine flowers are layered with choice green tea leaves to yield a slightly sweet and mellow, fragrant tea. So I am excited to try this one. And this one's interesting. It's the Paris Afternoon by Murchie's, which I'd like to give it a smell. Oh, that's strong. It's very strong. It's very sweet. It's like, if you've ever heard of birthday cake tea from David's Tea, it actually has sprinkles in the mix of the tea. It actually smells like it. So if you're waking up with an English breakfast, you definitely want to go into your day with a Paris Afternoon. That's very strong. I like it. That's nice. I didn't even know I had this one, to be honest. Yeah, this is, there's hints of caramel, which, yeah, if you take another smell of it, I can definitely see the caramel. And we'll end off with just a classic, the India, which I actually just made today. I made one of these. It's your classic black orange pekoe tea. Yeah, it's very nice. I think all of these around the world, teas at very, very good quality. We've enjoyed all of them. We found even the stronger ones were still somewhat mellow, but this one was mellower than even like a red rose orange pekoe. But we really enjoyed them. So those are kind of our recommendations and takes on different teas. We just love tea, so we don't mind just having a pot and just taking it easy. We can really kind of relax and wake up and go into a meal with really any sort of tea. We don't really mind, but sometimes it's nice to have options and just kind of experiment with something you like. pique your interest. If you have a favorite tea, or even better yet, if you have a tea that you'd like me and Haley to try, if you think you're gonna find our next favorite, let us know what your favorite tea is, what tea you want us to try, what you thought of the video, or anything. Maybe if there's any videos that you'd like for us to do, if there's any ideas you have for future videos, we'd love to hear it all. We are about to hit 1.5k subscribers, or maybe we've already hit it by now, depending on when this comes out. And we're just so blown away from all the support from everyone. So thank you to everybody with all of your support, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, even just viewing, just giving us a chance and checking us out.